So in today's video I'm going to show the different ways to fly with 3 of my drones. So the Flip, the Neo 2 and the Mini 5. And I will show you which is the most versatile one to fly with. I will also point out what not so good on the drone and better on the other drones, but let's first see how you can control all 3 of those drones. Let's keep a scorecard here to show which drone gains a point on whatever way we try to fly it. First we're going to do the Flip. The Flip you can flip open without any controller. It will start up and then you can select your mode. Let's do the follow mode.
Follow.
And then if you press the button,
Medium. Follow. 3.
it will start the follow.
1.
So without any controller, it flies. So point for the Flip, let's let it land. So that was the Flip. Let's do the same with the Neo 2. I got confused with all the names. So power it on. Wait until it's powered on. Then you can press the button.
Front. Follow. 3. 2. 1.
So it will also fly without the controller. And the same as with the Flip. You can do a hand landing like this. It's easy. So point for the Neo 2. And the third is the Mini 5. Let's open it. And now, this is it. I cannot fly it because, yeah, you cannot do hand control. So I can let it go, but then it will fall. So no point for the Mini 5. The second way to fly with the drones is with the app. And yeah, you could do it with the Neo 2. I've selected the Neo 2 here. And if you do manual control, you can take off. Oh, I have to press the button.
Take off.
And then it will take off.
Home point updated.
I don't know if you can see it. Yes, it's in the picture now. So yeah, basically you can control with the phone. I don't like flying with the phone, but that's more me. Land.
Landing.
So, almost correct landed. That's also a point for the Neo 2. Also, the Flip can be controlled with the phone. So if you do takeoff with the phone, it will start the,
Take off.
it will start it, do it a little bit up, and you can land it again.
Landing.
Makes a lot of noise, the Flip. Yeah, so a point for the Flip. Let me come back to the Mini 5. Can you fly it with the DJI Fly app? Not without an RC2 controller. So you need to have at least a controller attached to your phone with the DJI Fly app to be able to fly with this. So no point for the Mini 5. Sorry. For the third option, we have...
Home point updated.
For the third option, we have the RC2 controller. And I pair the Flip to the RC2 controller, so I'm able to fly and record and whatever I do. Let's take off.
Take off. Home point updated.
Yeah, so this is already easy because you can use the buttons. But technically, you can fly with the RC2.
Landing.
So let it land again. So a point for the Flip. Let's also try this with the RC2 and the Neo 2. So both the two. So I can start it. I can spin it. Oh, a little bit high.
Home point updated.
So it will work, but only, you see it in the screen, because I installed the extra antennas here. I don't know if you can hear it, it's really loud. without these, this will not be able to fly with an RC2 or an RC3. So you need to have this to be able to do that. But you can control it with the RC2. So, point for the Neo 2. And the third one is of course the Mini 5. And in this case, it takes off. So this one works with the RC2 as well as with the RC3. That's a point finally for the Mini 5. So and the final option is the Goggles N3. And out of the 3 drones I have here, the Neo 2 is the only one that's able to fly with this. So yeah, point for the Neo, no point for the other 2s. Let's fly a bit and then let's explain what's actually the difference between the 3 drones, because only controlling them is not really the difference, but oh, I see myself here. Yeah, and this is also very fun. Let's disable the beeping. Let's fly a little bit. So let's see if there are any mountain bikers and we can go up via the mountain bike route. Yeah, if I crash, you're here.
You're definitely going to crash. I'm not going to get it.
I think I hear some mountain bikers. So I'm back. My son is flying with the Neo 2, so I can only show you this 2, but the Neo 2 is by far the smallest one of the 3. The Mini 5 or the Flip is almost the same size as the Mini 5, but it looks bigger because of the protection for the gimbals. But if you look at it, so the Mini 5 has a bigger wingspan than the Flip has. So the main difference between the Neo 2, the Flip and the Mini 5 is that those 2 drones, the Neo 2 and the Flip, can be used as vlog cams. So you can use them filming yourself while talking without holding any controller. So it makes it easy for making your own videos and showing where you walk, let them follow you on the bike. You can also do the follow options with this, but you always have to start it from your controller. The other big difference, of course, is the battery life. So the Neo 2 by far is the shortest battery life. If you're lucky, 12-40 minutes, and those 2 can do in half an hour with the battery. They are also a little bit, I don't say quicker, this one especially is quicker, but when using with the goggles, the Neo 2 is really quick. And another good thing, of course, they both have a better camera. So this has a better camera than the Neo 2, and this has an even more better camera because this is 1-inch sensor. So for doing really nice cinematic shots, this is the drone, or probably if you have the Lido, that's also a good drone for doing that. Those are better drones for that. If you want to have fun, do a little bit of vlogging, this is the drone you can use. But if you really want to have fun, take the Neo 2. So let's do one more thing with the Mini 5 and the Neo 2, because I have to practice one more thing before the FPV Friday video I want to make on Friday. And I will practice this here on a little bit less altitude, because now the sun is going down and that's also very nice. For my last test, I will start up the Mini 5. So let's fly the Mini 5 out. And let him look at the sun.
And this is exactly why you need to practice. Because what happened, I forgot to press the record on the Pocket 3. I luckily did have a recording for the Mini 5 and I also recorded my Neo 2. But when I tried to do the maneuver, and that was try to follow the Mini 5 with the Neo 2 while landing, yeah, some people came by and I had to stop and I was totally distracted. So yes, I learned something from this test, but for the actual thing, yeah, I hope what I have in my mind will succeed. But here you will actually see what I tried to do. You see the Neo 2 hovering behind the Mini 5, and then I press the return to home and it will try to land, and then I will try to follow in FPV the Mini 5.
That was interesting. I crashed the drone. Again, I lost it. Apparently I forgot the cable to connect the DJI Fly app to the goggles. So luckily I enabled the ASC beeping again, because I already found that, so my son was able to find it, because otherwise in the tall grass we probably would have searched for a long time. And also remember, never totally drain your battery, because otherwise you can't enable the beeping. So this was a small exercise before FPV Friday. So yeah, let's go home, see if we have some interesting footage. And then yeah, see you all on Friday again.